Hi, folks. It's Mark Smith with Family Tree Counseling Associates. I have a video today called Be Careful Knowing the Truth. I was on an airplane flying back from Denver to the East Coast to the beach. I'd been visiting my daughter and I had downloaded a movie from Netflix onto my phone, which I didn't know you could do, and it's really cool. The movie was called The Daughter, and it starred Jeffrey Rush and Sam Neill. And minding my own business, trying to just chill out on an airplane, and got inspired to, make this video. Not really looking for inspiration. So the video is a powerful story about a daughter who comes across a secret, a family secret, a painful family secret. And ultimately, this family secret ripped a town apart. It blew up a happy family. It arrested the development of an adult child in that family in just about every possible way. It caused a father to reject his daughter. It inflicted severe complex PTSD on a good man, and it caused a suicide and a near suicide, knowing the truth. So I've always been a big fan of the truth. I tell people good therapy is about knowing the truth. So nobody's preached more for knowing the truth than me. However, I wrote a poem using my little Evernote app on my phone while I was on the plane from Denver. And so here I'm going to read the poem, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more about the background of my thinking, and then I'm going to read the poem again if it feels appropriate. So here we go. Be careful knowing the truth. Sometimes the most cruel thing you can do is to tell someone the truth. Sometimes the truth is wicked and vicious and unspeakably hurtful. I used to believe that the blissfully ignorant were actually owed the full and unvarnished truth. That only violently powerful truths could engender the deep emotional healing and life-changing insights that we covet. I used to believe that it was the duty of a true friend to shed the light of truth at all costs. However, when the truth is a weapon that bludgeons and shatters and eviscerates, I say, let sleeping dogs lie. 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 Keep on lying. Let sleeping rabid dogs keep on lying. The blood of precious, naive, fragile ones need not be sacrificed upon the altar of our self-serving need to vomit up sickening secrets. Sometimes the truth does not set you free. Sometimes we really can't handle knowing the truth. So like I said, my former stance was 100% tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth, get the truth, confess your sins. But watching this movie and seeing what exposing the truth did to a town, to a marriage, to a man, to a daughter, it just brought some stuff up in me. On a personal level, I wondered why the narcissist that harmed me so profoundly, why she felt the need to vomit up her dark, sick confessions. I know partially it was when you go through this, there's a part of you that's obsessed with wanting to know the truth, right? You want to know the truth, but then too much of the truth can traumatize the hell out of you. Whatever it was that motivated her to share, it wasn't just because I grilled her, because she's the one who started the conversation. She's the one that told me when this sexual addictive behavior had started just weeks from meeting me, and had been going on for 6.5 years. So she obviously didn't have my best interests in mind. Many people told me, dude, don't grill for the details. It'll do you no good. I did not know how harmful such knowledge could be and how traumatizing it could be. So these narcissists who sometimes fess up, I don't know if they do it because they're lying to themselves. I don't know if they're doing it to hold on to their financial position. I don't know if they tell you the full truth as part of their discard. And I don't know if they do it because there's a certain delicious enjoyment in inflicting deep, wounding trauma and punishment. I just know that too much bludgeoning, shattering, eviscerating truth really traumatized me a lot. Sometimes the most cruel thing you can do is to tell someone the truth. Sometimes the truth is so wicked, so vile, so vicious, so unspeakably hurtful. I used to believe that the blissfully ignorant were owed the full and unvarnished truth, that only violently powerful truths could affect the deep emotional healing and life-changing insights that we therapists covet so much. I used to think that it was absolutely the duty of a true friend to shed the full light of truth upon your situation. However, when the truth is a weapon of mass destruction that bludgeons and shatters and eviscerates, I say, let the sleeping rabid dogs lie. L-I-E. Let the sleeping rabid dogs continue their lying. The blood of precious, naive, fragile ones need not be sacrificed upon the altar of whoever's self-serving need to vomit up their sickening secrets. Sometimes the truth does not set you free. Sometimes we really can't handle knowing the truth. So I do recommend the movie The Daughter. Very entertaining, very powerful movie. It really pertains, let's say that you have a relationship with a narcissist and they've gotten busted and you're digging through phone records and you've hired a private detective and you're trying to get the bottom of what happened, this video is for you. Let me find out every single thing I can find out, and I found out so much. I found out the truth, and I'm sure I just found out a fraction of what happened. I think it was way bigger, way darker, way more sexually addictive than what I found out. But what I found out shattered me near to the point of my own suicide. So in the movie, it wasn't the persons who committed the secret sins who were sharing the secrets. It was the adult son was angry and drunk and shedding light to everyone around them. And they might as well have taken a machine gun to the town and to family members. So I know this might sound like I'm saying a different message than what I've always said. No, maybe a way it is. The truth usually sets you free. Good therapy is about truth. We do need to know our stories. We're at a great disadvantage if we're walking around in the dark. The truth is that me knowing the truth about this woman and about myself, that I would pick this woman and I would be so naive and I would be so blind, it's taught me about the universe, taught me about the world. It made me and enabled me to do more work on myself than I'd done in 55 years. I've done in the past 2.5 years. But I wouldn't wish it on my very worst enemy, the kind of pain and trauma that narcissistic abuse can happen, can inflict upon another human being. So watch the movie and ponder, the dangerousness of truth. Truth is not meant to be a weapon. It's not meant to be shared for other agendas than the well-being of the person that's involved. Now, if you have a friend and you know their spouse is cheating and you know about it, I think you should tell your friend. I still think that's the right thing to do. But if you're the person who's been cheated on, what I'm saying is be careful to not learn too much, because you don't need to know much. You just need to know they're a liar, they're a cheater, they're not trustworthy. You need to get away from them until they prove otherwise. And you need to find out whether or not they're a narcissist. But you don't need to know all the horrific, disgusting details that will only serve to traumatize you more. I am engaged in a 3-day intensive with a couple, and it's our first intensive. I'm doing it with my wife, Brenda, and it's really cool, really powerful. If anybody out there as a couple or as an individual would like to come to the beach, and you wouldn't stay at our house, you'd stay probably on the beach, but you could come for 3 full days and do really powerful, intensive work. And it's a better model for healing than the hour-a-week model that really was more about insurance companies than about the effectiveness of healing. Hey, so if you haven't joined our YouTube channel, please subscribe. Join us on Tuesday night. Guess what? I have stepped back from the Tuesday night live stream show, but this coming week I am going to be on the show. I'm not sure if Renda will be or not. She might want a week off, but I will be there the whole time on the live stream this coming Tuesday night. Also, I have a good book on narcissistic abuse recovery called The Alchemist: Turning Narcissistic Abuse into Gold. I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm blessed and thriving. As the plane flew over a little bit of the ocean and we flew in, and I got to come home and be with my wife, and the hot tub has arrived, and I just love my home. I love my job. I love my neighborhood. I love my city. I love my dog. Um, you can thrive after narcissistic abuse. And I put my recipe, my plan for surviving the onslaught of the complex PTSD, and then, turning it into blessing and gold. So download that at familytreecounseling.com. I am headed to the beach, and I am headed to consume mass quantities of seafood. Thank you for watching tonight. Be careful with knowing the full unvarnished truth. Thank you for watching. God bless.